Pretend you are sick.
So I think the first thing for French is the bread. Everyone knows it, I think. And in Taiwan, there's also some bread, but it's kind of different. In Taiwan, it's most like it's sweet, but in France, it's more salty. Yeah, and every French people eat it every day for noon and also for dinner and also for breakfast with butter and some jam, butter and jam, and also with and for cheese. Yeah, we eat French bread with cheese. And in Taiwan, the bread it's good, but it's not like French. So I don't really like it, and I don't know when Taiwanese people eat it. It's like for in the afternoon maybe.
So we're going to talk about pâtisserie. It's like one of my of a dessert, a famous dessert in France. Actually, we don't eat it for every meal, but just sometimes, like when we're craving or sweet things. We have a lot of different desserts. For example, here we have macaron. So there are a lot of different tastes like chocolate, strawberry, lemon, a lot of different kinds. And here you can see some famous French pastry, like this one is with chocolate and a lot of strawberry. Um, yeah, and we also have a tarte au citron. So it's like lemon pie. Yeah, it's kind of lemon pie. So it's really sweet actually. But I think a lot of people have tried it because it's really famous.
And I think that's what we miss the most here. Like this, like we usually eat desserts after a meal, like something sweet. And here, Taiwanese people never eat.
They eat soup after the lunch of the meal, but we prefer eating something sweet, except soup.
So as Laurie said, for breakfast, we will eat bread with jam and butter, but and we always drink like coffee or tea. But most French people drink coffee, and then we have like special French pastries like croissant or pain au chocolat. But like people think we eat that every day for breakfast, but we don't because there's so many calories. And I mean it's kind of expensive, so you can't like eat every day. So it's more like Sundays or special birthdays or weekends, yeah.
Okay, so now I'll introduce. This is one of my the main meal from my region. So it's like from southeast. So it's like the region is Haute-Savoie and Savoie. So we eat sorry. So in this area, this part of France, we eat a lot of cheese and a lot of charcuterie, but I'll talk about it later. So these are the main typical French dishes from my region. So first you have fondue savoyard. So you have like this kind of pot, if I can say that, and inside there's cheese, with some wine, and we just mix it up, and we eat it with some small pieces of bread just there, you can see, and we just put it in the cheese and we eat it like this. And we eat it with the charcuterie. And then there's
like a tradition. You have like you put the piece of bread on the end of the stick or the fork, and put it in the cheese. But if you lose the piece of bread in the cheese, then you have to like your family can challenge you to do like a dare. So it's kind of fun, like in winter evenings you do that with your families or friends, and it can be really fun.
And another dish is raclette. It's kind of like fondue, but the difference is that you have this machine. You just put your piece of cheese in this, and then it melts, and you put it on your potato, and we eat it with the charcuterie. So it's kind of the same meal, but this is the main difference. Just like that, you put cheese on this thing, and then you wait for it to melt. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of different also, the taste of cheese.
The cheese is different. It's not the same cheese.
So as you understood, we miss cheese too. So French are known to eat snails and frog's legs, but actually we don't eat a lot. Like, I ate snails once in my life, and frog's legs like 2 or 3 times. But it's more like our grandparents or parents who eat that a lot. And mainly, not everyone knows how to cook them, so usually you eat at the restaurant. So yeah, it's a special.
The snails, we eat it for special events like Christmas, and I just want to say that the snails that we eat are not the same that you find in the garden. It's not the same, so everybody misunderstand the whole thing that we eat the snails from the garden that we see in the street, but it's not the same. Yeah, and usually, yeah, we can eat it in the restaurant, but you can go to the supermarket and it's already like prepared, and you have just to like put it in the oven and then cook it. Yeah.
We also eat snails. You know that in Taiwan.
No, I don't know. For me.
The small one and smaller one. It's salty.
Is it in the sea that you found it? No. No. It's like
How do you eat it?
how do you? Yeah.
They cook with spice. Like some basil and garlic and usually salty. Yeah. And then you just eat it like this. It's like
bread, garlic.
Yeah.
It's small, so we use really small. Toothpicks.
No, yeah, in France we also have it because I've eaten it in France also. But it's from the sea, no?
Yeah, but I
You
think-
found it in the sea, right?
Yeah.
It's not yeah.
I think they are different. I mean, I'm just trying to tell you that Taiwanese.
Yeah.
We also eat snails.
Oh yeah, we also have this kind of snail in France,
Very
yeah.
small. You should try it.
You missed one place, one dish.
What?
You missed.
Sorry.
And for cuisse de grenouille, so it's like the frog legs. I've had it in my life, but not often. It's not very good. I think it's like weird taste. It's like it's like chicken. It tastes like
We
chicken.
also have that too.
Oh, so you know, maybe you know. But we cook it with garlic and salt and also oil. I think olive oil and some. It's the same. Okay.
Okay, so this is what I talked about earlier, that you eat with the fondue savoyard and it. So in Europe, I think there are a lot, so Europeans know it. It's just like a raw meat. Usually it's pork meat, and it's not cooked at all. So yeah, it's smoked, and it's kind of dry. Yeah, it's really salty, and yeah, and oily. Yeah, kind of. So it's not really healthy actually to eat it. So you can't eat it every day, just sometimes, because it's really unhealthy and really salty. Yeah. And we usually eat with bread. Yeah.
So in France we have a kind of blood sausage called boudin noir. So I've tried it in France, but I don't like it. So I tried the pig's blood cake in Taiwan to compare. And I think pig blood cake doesn't really have a lot of taste. Like it's kind of, yeah, not really tasty. But like in the boudin noir they put a lot of spices. So it has like a strong taste, which I don't really like either.
What does it taste like?
Like it's like strong taste. I think they put like they put wine inside, like red wine, and then they probably put like a lot of pepper and different spices. And then we usually eat in winter with like apples and mashed potatoes. So the apples you will cook them like kind of caramelized apples. So yeah. So it's kind of like sweet and salty. A lot of people like it, but
It's made out of pork blood.
yeah, it's pork blood too. So that's why we kind of compared. But the three of us don't really, even our boudin noir we don't like. Yeah.
And this is French cheese. So this is Roquefort. So it's blue cheese. I don't like it, and I think you don't. Oh, she likes it. The taste is very strong, and the smell is very bad, very bad. It's very strong, and that's why we compare it to sticky tofu, because there's a lot of foreigners who don't dare to try it because the smell is too strong. Like foreigners don't dare to try it, the sticky tofu in Taiwan. But a lot of people in France really like it, the cheese. Maybe Chloe, you like it, I don't know.
It's a bit too strong,
Yeah. And I don't know what to say. We eat it with bread and like every cheese, actually, every cheese we.
You can cook it like with pasta, like make sauce with it. Or what?
Okay, so we will talk about the main dishes that we eat for Christmas and New Year's Eve. Okay, there's slight mistake, sorry. So we eat
What do you mean by mistake?
oysters. We wanted to write oyster, but we wrote oysters. Sorry. So it's oyster actually. We will, yeah, for Christmas and New Year we will eat a lot of smoked salmon. So you put it on bread again. Sometimes blini. I don't know. I don't know if you know blini. It's like a small piece. Oh, toast. Yeah, from Russia. Also some toast, and we put some butter on it also. not on the salmon, and the lemon, yeah. Oyster also, we eat it a lot for special events, Christmas and New Year's Eve. I've never tried it actually, because it's really, it's really, it's really bitter, yeah. Yeah, but even if you put lemon on it, it's really, the taste, I don't know, but I heard that it was really bitter and like, yeah.
It tastes like seawater.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I don't want to try it.
And like the consistency is really weird. Like squishy. Yeah, the texture.
You eat them raw, right?
Yeah.
You don't cook them like
Most people eat them raw, but you can cook them. But
It's better, but it's very salty, so you have to prepare yourself to eat it.
Are they expensive?
you can have like, usually it depends the size and where they come from, but it's kind of expensive. That's why you usually eat it like for special occasions. But like if you go to the north of France, it's cheaper because they have a lot more. I mean, it's still expensive, but for like my parents live in the south, it's really expensive to buy them. So then we have foie gras. So foie gras is like the duck's liver that that you prepare. So you actually buy like the whole duck's liver, and then you have to know how to prepare. It takes like a while. You have to like take out the, yeah, and
You
then
know how to make it?
I've already tried with my dad, but because my dad's a chef, so he like makes it in his restaurant. But
Does every family know how to make it?
no, usually a lot of people buy it, but it's cheaper if you make it.
Because it's very, very expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive. In France too, yeah. So it's the same, like we usually eat for special occasions because it's expensive.
I have a question though. I mean, they are all from ducks, right?
Yeah.
And ducks are not endangered animals. So how come it is so expensive? Is it because it's difficult to make it, or I'm just
They-
curious.
It's a special cut. They stuff the duck. Like it's really bad for. I mean, it's horrible.
Like a duck's
Like
liver are very small,
yeah.
and expensive to.
Like they have to
raise
feed
and
them a
up.
lot. Yeah.
Oh.
They force the ducks to eat, and like they live all packed together, so they don't like walk.
Really?
So
Oh,
it's a really bad way. Like
thank you.
yeah,
No,
but
didn't know.
But it's very good.
Very
It's very good.
I tried once.
And in France, we don't have night markets, but we have Christmas market, and it's like for the night because in winter, around 5 o'clock, the night falls, so it's like night market, and we have a lot in mostly every cities, I think, big cities, and we can buy some chocolate and also. We want to show you a video, but we wait for it to show you. What is it?
It's a Christmas market usually during 1 month from during the month of December, and yeah, you can also drink like hot wine. It's one of the main drink. Yeah. So here's a video of a Christmas market.
This is our city in France where we live. clothes and also some decorations. And this is the French food markets. It's different from Taiwanese ones because it's in the day, like the morning. It begins around 6 o'clock to mid-noon or 1 p.m. That depends on which cities. And there's a lot of stuff. Mainly it's food, like fruits or vegetables, but also there are some charcuterie and meat, and also this kind of stuff. No, it's like 1 week 2 times. Maybe in Wednesday and Sunday, but it depends.
Usually it's kind of expensive in the this kind of markets because it's like traditional handmade usually. For example, this charcuterie it's kind of expensive because usually it's made in the farm and they just come to sell it. And the cheese is also like handmade also, so it's kind of expensive, yeah.
But for fruits and vegetables, it's less expensive, it's cheaper than in supermarket. Yeah. And the taste is good. It's better.
So at the end, we just wanted to like tell you some of our favorites. So like xiaolong bao, zhengzhu naicha, and popcorn chicken. She likes it. We don't.
Because the thing, yeah, the thing is too oily. I think it's also oily, but just sometimes it's fine. Yeah, that's it.